needs a radio spot. Mayhem on the mic, the man with the plan. Got his amigos with him, a rockin' radio band. First up is TJ with a guitar in his hand, slanging out the riffs across the Dixie land. Oh, the Southern Fried Crew, loud and proud and true. With TJ, Mr. Smalls, Rhino and Stain, they see it through. Mayhem's Amigos, a brotherhood of sound. Best radio show for miles around. Then you got Mr. Smalls on the bass so deep, holding down the rhythm while the city sleeps. Got the low end rumble that makes the floor shake. Nothing but the music, for goodness sake. Rhinos on the drums keep the beat in time. Every crash and every rhythm a perfect rhyme. A powerhouse behind the kid, making sure it's tight, keeping the energy high all through the night. And they're staying on the other guitar with a style so fine.
Rapping on the shower floor.
Adding his flavor of rock and roll side. Blues to heavy rock. He can make it all sing. A fiery hot lick. He's the king of the string. For the Southern Fried Crew, loud and proud and true. With TJ, Mr. Smalls, Rhino and Stain, they see it through. Mayhem's Amigos, a brotherhood of sound. Best radio show for miles around. Oh, the Southern Fried Crew, loud and proud and true. With TJ, Mr. Smalls, Rhino and Stain, they see it through. Mayhem's Amigos, a brotherhood of sound. Best radio show for miles around. So turn up the dial, let the music play loud. The Southern Fried Boys are standing tall in the crowd. Mayhem's Amigos on the radio, yeah, rocking all night long without a single care.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to the program tonight. I'm TJ. There's Adam, back from the dead.
I know.
This Amigos After Dark. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Woo.
I will be right back.
That was quick.
I know, right? No,
Oh,
seriously.
you're back. Oh, no, you're not.
I'll be right back.
Oh, wow. What is this? This Hunger Games stuff? What the hell? Hello, Hunter. Welcome to the program. Hope you're having a good time. Oh man, just what a wild week. And this week I've got an exam with my government class this week that I cannot seem to get logged into as much as I'm fighting it. I've got a message to my professor, but it's due tomorrow by midnight. And I'm like, come on, I've got to be able to log into this to take it. You know, federalism and stuff like that. Pretty easy stuff. What are we supposed to be doing and what are we not doing? You know? But I think it's going to work out. At least I hope it will anyway. Oh, I got a messenger message. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah. Putting the child to bed. I remember those days when I was like, can't you figure this out on your own? It will sort itself out eventually. Let's see. God, work's been crazy. I guess we're picking up. Luckily, this job does not have me working past the, dark 30, which I'm very happy for. Don't need any of that, it's crazy. I had some stuff that came up during the Southern Fried show today that I actually had to What's happening, Volk? I had to back away from the Southern Fried Show and kind of put it on automatic so I can go take care of that. Which is a little bit different for me. You know, I'm not used to letting it just run on automatic and then come in and kick off my show. And I'm used to being on my show and just taking care of it. And, you know, today was one of them days where, no, I had to flip it to automatic and go take care of what I had to take care of. Which is, you know, again, like I said, it's a little bit of a different feeling for me. I'm not used to anything like that at all. I'm used to kind of being hands-on with my programs and running them and taking care of them and doing what I'm supposed to do. But today was one of them different days. It was just a little odd. But it's all well and good. You know, we got through it. We're doing this one tonight. It's probably going to be a quick one tonight because I do have to work tomorrow. And I got to be there at dark 30 again. Go see what kind of trouble I'm going to get into there tomorrow. Yay. But all in all, it's all in all, it's been kind of a weird week this week. I mean, just taking care of different stuff, keeping it up and going. We are supposed to get everybody together. Hopefully, yeah, what do you mean for fuck's sake?
Just putting my boys down to bed. Yeah. Yeah. I love my boys. I'll say that. I love my boys.
I love my boys. I don't want to kill them today. I don't want to kill them today. Yeah, no. Like I said, it's just one of them cases. I know we're supposed to get everybody together. I'm hoping Sunday.
Okay.
And we are supposed to finally set the date. We are supposed to finally set the date for Smoker Mania 2.
Okay.
And get it ready to go.
Let's say I had heard that there were discussions of
been
other things related to it. Like me and your discussions that we've had.
Oh, yes.
Nothing that can be announced to my knowledge.
Well, you know, Chris threw down his gauntlet. Yeah. Let me, go with the Dr. Evil thing, his gauntlet. And it's like, dude, you're literally throwing down this challenge with everything we've already set up for Smoker Mania. And your challenge is, again, kind of puffed up and I'm this, that, and the other. And I'm going, okay, good for you. This match is set. And Steve actually hit it on the head. He goes, this match has been set since before last year's Smoker Mania.
Yeah.
Because Rhino said very pointedly, I've got winner.
Yeah.
So if we're going to be honest about it, this has already been set over a year ago.
Yep.
As we were doing the build up for Smoker Mania 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still of the opinion that at this point with what Chris pulled last time, he needs to earn his way in.
Well, and that's kind of where I'm going with it is like, all right, this year is set. So I don't care. You can puff up all you want to and do your, I'm throwing down the gauntlet or whatever you want to do. Get all your buddies there. Go, I can't smell it. I don't care. Here's the long and the short. This match is set. It will not be altered. It will not be added to. It will not be changed. It is set. Steve defends the title against Rhino
Okay.
in April. And either Steve will have 2 belts or Steve will have a marker dick on his forehead. And Rhino will have a belt.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to unfold. I don't care. I'm excited just to host it. I've put the thing together. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
We had everything going pretty smooth for last year when Chris was actually going to challenge Steve for the belt. But
Yep.
then Chris decided, no, what we had set up for the first year, which is the first year is we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
How does it work? And he decided, no, I'm going to change it. And then every time we would agree to something, he had to change it again. And we would say, no, it's going to, okay, fine. And it was when I said no that he threw a fit.
Well, let's make it clear. We were coming up with all the stuff behind the scenes, off the air, which is where it
Right.
should happen. And each time Chris would want to change the rules, make his opinion
On
be
the
known, was always on the air and never behind the scenes.
which is what I wanted anyway.
Yeah.
Now, this year we had a pretty good idea of what we were going to do. And Rhino and I talked about it behind the scenes. And Steve and I have talked about it behind the scenes. And we set everything up. And that's why I can talk about it now. We're pretty well set except for a date. We need a day.
Okay.
The actual day. And honestly, 420 this year is on a Monday. My Southern Fried show is on Monday nights. I'm okay with doing 420 and simulcasting here and Southern Fried.
Okay.
But I got to make sure that they're both okay with that too.
Yeah.
But it's like when we had everything agreed, then there was a change of it. And no, we're going to do it this way. No, stop.
Yeah.
And I finally said, no, that's enough. And then it's poof, you know. Then here we go. We're getting ready. We're setting up. Last month, we're setting up to do the build up for this year. And here's Chris.
Yeah.
You're not going to outsmoke me, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. I don't remember adding you to this card.
This wasn't Smoker Mania, the Invitational. You know,
Right.
You couldn't
This
just enter in at your own free will.
We have a match set. It's
Yeah.
ready.
We have
So-
a champion, and we have a challenger from over a year ago. That match
Right.
is set. So Chris has got to
So I'm
wait
like-
in line.
So I talked to, and I asked Rhino and I asked Steve both, and I'm like, what do you think? And both of them said, this match has been set for over a year. We're not adding.
Okay.
Okay,
That's fair. That's completely fair.
I agree. So it's like, all right, now what? Well, here's what my thought process is. We're going to recover a little bit from Smoker Mania, right?
Right.
And I say about August, September, we'll have a match. And if Chris wants that match that bad, we'll have a match for the number one contender
Okay.
for the belt. And I'm sure that I will hear a lot of excuses,
Yeah.
but that's the match.
Okay.
It's not going to be controlled by somebody else.
Yeah.
I will control it.
Yeah.
I will set the time. I will set the place. I will set the weight. And I'll set the time frame. And that's it. If you don't show, you forfeit.
Simple enough.
And if we got to go virtual with it, we will. I'll
Yep.
figure it out. But the fact is it's like, no, I'll set it. And we'll figure about August, September, we'll have a number one contenders match.
Yeah.
And if he wins that, then he can take year 3 and go for Rhino or
Yep.
Steve, whichever one wins. And I'm really thinking it's going to be Rhino.
The fall, crap. Bonfire.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
But
Setting
I'm
leads on
really,
fire, man.
I'm really, between you and me, I really think it's going to be Rhino winning this one this year.
I don't know. It'll be fun, but Rhino, yeah.
Rhino
Right.
smokes a lot.
Well, and the stuff being used is rhinos, isn't it? So Rhino's trained in this.
Yes.
I mean,
nothing against Steve, but
you don't get much closer to home court advantage than that.
well, it's Rhino's studio, Rhino's weed.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, there you go. Already, we've got Rhino by a landslide.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you, it's like I don't see Steve pulling this off. And Rhino added his stipulation on Sunday.
Okay.
Because Steve was like,
But Steve, you're in chat. You should come join us.
well, Steve did 3 shows today, and I think his girlfriend's back. So
Yeah. Listen, if
not
he's
gonna
hanging
push that.
if he's hanging with his girlfriend, cool, dude. Good on you. Go do that, man.
But I mean, I'm just, oh, Steve will keel on the food challenge. Oh God. But you know what I'm saying is, it's like, I just, not that I don't have any faith in how much Steve can smoke. I'm just saying that, the guy, I just don't see him pulling this off. So my stipulation was, all right, if someone falls asleep, the other one gets to draw a dick on the forehead.
Yeah, that sounds like a Mayhem way to handle
with a
that.
Sharpie. And if they get the full dick drawn onto the forehead, that's a win. Of course, Steve comes back and he goes, well, if they fall asleep, I want to be able to teabag them.
I don't know about that. That sounds a bit gay to me. Either he wants someone to teabag him, or he wants to teabag someone else.
Right. But Rhino's stipulation, that was the one that had me laughing.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Oh my God. I don't know if I should text this to Rhino or not. Rhino. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is hysterical. That is hysterical. Oh my God.
That's some trash talk right there in the chat room.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
It's funny because Rhino's not even here to like defend himself. So
Yeah, but you know what? The link is in the Southern Fried chat.
that's true.
Oh, I have years on it, young pup. Oh God.
I don't know. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be funny, and so it'll be a good time to be had by all, except for maybe the loser who ends up having a dick on their face. So
I know, right? But no, like I said, I think my favorite one out of the whole bunch was Rhino's, because Rhino's like, you have to walk and talk afterwards.
walk and talk. Okay.
Walk and talk. And I'm like, wow. And I said, do I get to pick the words for the challenge of talking? And Rhino's like, yeah, you get to pick the words. But okay.
It's like you have to say 15 seconds of Rap God by Eminem.
No. I'm thinking more along the lines of like, repeat after me. Electroencephalogram.
I am a major model of a modern major general.
There, Rhino in the chat.
Yeah. There we go.
Stain's gonna be drooling.
Probably. You both might by the end of it. We don't know. But we'd
I'm
love
just
to see
cracking
it.
up. I'm just cracking up at this one. Steve in there. He is a chump. I will win by forfeit. He'll pussy out. Oh. I can't wait for these two to cut their promos.
Yeah.
Steve going down. Steve goes, I don't drawl or pass out.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling Steve's been smoking a little bit today.
A little bit. But to be
Normally
fair,
he smells
Rhino
drool,
might have
correct?
been too. Yeah.
Well, Rhino starts smoking before he gets out of bed.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You see, you love to see this before this kind of match.
Yeah.
You do.
And we still got the guy over here on the other side going, you got another thing coming, motherfucker. Like, dude, you're challenging people you don't know.
Well, shouldn't someone who has already shown that they could do this, shouldn't they be the ones to challenge? So like Steve, shouldn't Steve throw down the gauntlet and not a new arrival to this, or someone who talked their way out of it?
Yeah. You would think. Oh!
Wait a minute, Steve. You know what, Steve? For your sake, I'm not going to say anything about that last comment.
I will, though.
Okay.
Rather eat shit than forfeit. Well, I'm glad you said that.
We can bring some milk duds to this event. Just saying.
I still like Rhino. I'm no fat 420. You best bring your A game. So, no, I'm looking, but the fact is, these two have made it a lot of fun already this year. And I'm really looking forward to this match.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to see who's going to win because I want to see someone eat some crow here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But if for nothing else, I'm looking forward to it because these two they've just been so fun with it.
Yeah.
And I'm certain that it's going to be just fantastic.
Now, refresh me, TJ. Are there going to be like donation challenges during Smoker Mania?
I'm planning on it, but the donations are going to go to Southern Fried Radio.
Okay.
Steve's going to be eating more than crow, Rhino says.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think it's going to be funny. Rhino does win because, he's going to be wearing that belt proud, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think we saw Steve with that belt, twice?
Yeah, no.
And it's been back on his couch the rest of the time. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's there.
Yeah.
Rhino's going to have that thing, proud of it,
He's going to wear it like a belt buckle.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to encourage Steve a couple times. Hey, pick that belt up. Put it on your shoulder, man. You earned it,
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Wearing proud.
Yep.
Steve took his and we saw it twice. Hey, where's your belt? Oh, it's back there on the couch.
Yeah.
And it's been there for almost a year, just on the couch.
Did he put it next to his sex toy on the back wall?
Under it.
Oh, so it's not as important as the sex toy.
No.
I get it.
No, it's not as important as what's up on the shelf. It's on the back of the couch, underneath that shelf. I'm like, wow.
It's like, look at my vibrator. Oh, and there's my championship belt, by the way.
Yeah, right? Look, there's my dildo and my penis pump. And, oh, yeah, I got a belt there.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude. I'm going, do you know how much that belt cost?
It's like that belt right now is a one of a kind. There is not another one on the planet like it.
Oh, Rado says that Steve's going to tap out like John Cena did to Gunther. I guess Rhino's looking at ending Steve's smoking career.
Oh. Did this turn into an I Quit match? You lose, you have to give it up.
When we do this. When we finally set the date, we do not have all night on this deal. So I don't want to do an I Quit match. We'll be there all fucking night because neither one of these guys will quit.
Yeah. Well, it can either be you smoke until you say I quit, or the person who loses has to stop smoking weed altogether.
We'll never get that either.
Yeah, that's true.
I will tell you why. Because one, Rhino smokes weed just to keep himself sane. Steve, on the other hand, I don't think he's got anything better to do. He just keeps smoking.
Yeah, well, I'd hope he has something better to do than, smoke weed. I'd hope his girlfriend ranks higher than that.
Yeah. I would hope.
Yeah.
He does have the girlfriend now. I keep, that keeps slipping my mind.
Instead of doing a bong rip, go do your girlfriend.
Speaking of, so I guess I should go ahead and drop the bombshell, huh?
That's up to you.
So, well, yeah, I ain't exactly single no more.
Is that right?
That would be correct, senor. So,
Now, do we have Ode to Joy somewhere in this or something I could
oh,
play?
Lord, what? Why? No. But I will say, I'm actually really happy. This is one that quite a few years, she and I have been just kind of going batting this back and forth and decide, are we going to try, are we not, blah, 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 blah. And finally we just, yeah, okay, we're going for it. What do we got to lose?
Sanity. But,
yeah, we're probably going to lose that anyway. But, that was going. Man, I am a psychology major, so sanity's kind of like not a requirement anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Steve back to the whole Big Sherrill shit. Good Lord. Yeah. No, it's not Big Sherrill.
If I remember correctly,
Big
it's not
said
Rex
she wanted
either.
Fat 420. No, it's not Rex either. No, Big Cheryl said that she wanted Fat 420. She was going to start trying to hitchhike and blow her way up to Illinois.
Ah.
But no, this. I'm actually looking forward to seeing where this goes. We've always had a great vibe.
Okay.
Not that kind of vibe.
I knew what you were saying.
No, I was just waiting for Steve to say. I was just waiting for Steve, like, you had a great vibe. What? Ooh, that sounds great. Not that kind of vibe. Let me just go ahead and end.
You mean like the one on his shelf above his championship belt?
Yeah, the belt that he never wears, never shows off. It just sits on the back of the couch like it's garbage.
He puts the strap on above the belt.
Yeah. But no, it's there's some things that are being taken care of that take a little bit of precedence, as Adam is well aware. He and I have talked about this, but no, I'm looking forward to where it's going to go, man. It's just, you've heard the two of us talk. Adam.
Yeah.
I think, matter of fact, I think when she was still working at her former employer up there, you and I had been on the phone and you heard the two of us talking.
Yeah.
That's just how we were then. So you can imagine where we're at now.
Yeah.
Of course, she has informed me that a couple of dirty jokes here and there are okay, but I am not allowed, and these are her exact words.
Okay.
I am not allowed to be as much of a pervert as Steve.
On the show, or
that is her.
Or behind the scenes? Because there
all
is
of the
difference.
Above.
Okay.
She's like, you are not allowed to be as perverted as Steve. And I'm like, you're giving me a lot of room there.
Hey, you should be glad that she didn't say, like, me. But that gives you even more room.
But she goes, no, you cannot be, that bad. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah. You can't get kicked out of college for having sex somewhere inappropriately.
I could try. Well,
Oh, it's always
but the
worth a
thing is,
try.
yeah, I could try. But the thing is she'd have to be down here for a visit for the try.
Still worth it to me. If I was
Would
in
be.
your
See,
shoes.
then I would want to, then I'd want to be at school at the campus,
Mhm.
and let's try it somewhere near Bevo's pen,
Near the
or
beaver
maybe
pen.
on Bevo, maybe on Bevo. That'd be even better.
Okay.
Bevo the Longhorn Bull.
Ah, getting long, getting horny on the Longhorn, huh?
Why not? I think that'd be a great idea.
Getting bucked and fucked. There you go.
Right? That's like hanging on for. That's a whole new meaning to rodeo fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, she's like, no, I cannot be as bad as Steve. I'm like, oh, okay. So today, I'm up at the bar today after I did some of my schoolwork, and I'm having a couple, and I'm getting something to eat, and girl walks up the bar and she goes, "Hey, I hear you got a bike," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a bike," and she goes, "Why don't you take me for a ride sometime?" And I go, "Okay." Let me tell you something. My old lady had some stuff happen, and before these things happened, you know, she was pulled over, and a police officer went through her purse
Okay.
and pulled out 5 knives and a tomahawk.
Jesus.
And you want me to piss her off?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And of course, I tell her about it, and then she says, "Good answer." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too." So, all right, you got this for a minute because I need to hit the can.
Sure, I guess. We'll see if I can still do
And
this.
figure I'd let you. Well, you can catch everybody up with weird frequencies and a potential when we might be looking at for corner arcade return.
Oh yeah, I mean, um, Corner Arcade is still on the back burner. I'm still seeing what I can do with that. Um, I'd love to bring it back. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Hopefully, something similar though. Um, in regards to Weird Frequencies, the other show that I'm on, usually Sunday nights. Um, we've been doing a lot of special episodes lately. Um, I don't know what's coming up because I have not been informed, but they've been pretty good. It's for those of you who don't know, it's about cryptids and conspiracies and bunches of fun stuff. Aliens, UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness, um, Mothman, stuff like that. Um, UFO seems to be a big thing because there's always people thinking that lights in the sky equal alien aircraft. Um, there's seems to be never-ending amount of files for that, but you can join myself, Rob, Tyler, and Bubba on there for that. I'd love to see you there. I believe it's on Sundays at 7 p.m. now, um, according to the big boss, Rob. Um, so, of course, I'd love to see you there if you show up. If you don't, that's fine too. Um, so, my absence, the reason I've been gone so very long from here. Um, I'll go into it because it's quite multifaceted and it can burn time while TJ does whatever in the hell he's doing. So it started off with my mom going in to nursing home after having a double brain bleed. Um, almost lost her a few times. Um, has no use of her left side. things like that. So dealing with the inner workings of a nursing home and siblings who expect um, you to be there all the time, every day. I mean, for a while when this first happened, I lived at the hospital. I was there 22 hours a day for 21 days straight, even though I have an infant daughter and two other kids living at the home with two kids that come over during the weekends and kids who visit during the summer and during certain vacations. A lot of kids, which of course Rhino knows all about. Um, being having a lot of kids as well. Um, I'm dealing with my ex and her uber stable mental situation. You know, always good. Um, and yeah, dealing with kids in my own house. Uh, yeah, it's been crazy for the last, I think it's been since August. Wow, it's been a long time. Um, it seems like I can never pull out enough time to hop on, uh, like whenever a podcast would be on, it was very, very hit and miss on whether or not I could be there, or sometimes I just wasn't even at home to do it, or I needed to sleep. But it's okay. Things are kind of loosening up. Things are getting a little easier. So this is an ease in, but ultimately, if I can get things going, I'll be back on here more often. You can see me on weird frequencies, and I will try to resurrect the corner arcade. Um, that and all of its nerdy video game, movie type of stuff. But I have to I have to get myself on board for that before I can invite other people on. Um,
Almost done, Adam.
oh, you're fine, TJ. Um, it's just figuring out like
I'll tell you what,
once.
though. Holy shit.
What?
I feel like I almost shit my brains out.
Well, that depends on how close your ass is to your head.
Oh, dude, I was close. Like, I was sitting here, I almost had a Steve incident.
Really?
Which, like, you got to take it for a minute. Because, I mean, it was like Mount Vesuvius ready to erupt from my butthole. I had to go.
Okay, that's fair. It's like that happens.
I get
man.
into the bathroom, which, the bathroom at my coach.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah.
The nice thing about my bathroom is it's only like 6 feet away from me.
Yeah.
I get in there, and it was, Montezuma's revenge. Here it comes.
Brace yourself against the walls to keep yourself down close
Dude,
enough
I'm
to the
hanging
toilet
onto
bowl.
the sink. Like, because my bathroom has 2 sinks. It's got the vanity outside by the shower, and then inside where the toilet is at is another sink. I'm hanging onto the sink like, oh! Out it comes,
off. Like a Diet Coke with Mentos.
I think the coach moved a couple inches because of the force of that poop. If the coach didn't move, the toilet did.
Yeah.
But of course, I get done. I'm like, oh, okay. Wipe thoroughly.
As you should.
As I should. Flush.
Once again, as you should.
Get to this, stand up by my sink. Wash.
Once again, as you should.
As you should.
Yep.
Getting ready to turn and leave the room. and then I got to pee.
You shit so hard you forgot to pee.
I shit so hard that I forgot to pee. And I'm like, now I got to pee.
Yeah.
Turn around, pee, turn back around, wash my hands yet again, as you should.
Of course.
Then I notice like it's getting a little chilly in my coach. So that's when I hollered at you, like, I'm almost back. I went and switched everything back over to the heat pump
Okay.
for overnight tonight, because our lows are still dropping down.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that now I'm on even. Things are all right. I had the world-class shit that was so good that I forgot to pee. I had to pee.
Yeah.
Wash twice, flush twice. Everything's switched over to heat now. Should be good.
Yep. Say, I'm surprised you didn't
So I
take a
did
little
talk
bit
to
of
Squirrel
time
for a
to
little bit.
refresh your drink.
Well, I got my water here, and that's good. So
Yeah.
I did talk to Squirrel for a little bit today,
Okay.
and she was actually like, she said, "Whenever you're ready." She knows you had a bunch going on, but whenever you're ready, she's ready to go.
Yeah. Just part of it is seeing what I have left in regards to crew. Not saying
Right.
that Squirrel and I couldn't have a show, but it's good to have, a few different sources. So, but
But
I
I think
still
if it
have to
was
be
the
able to
two of you,
commit
you'd
to
have
it
something
too.
really good with.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think the two of you, you'd have something to go with.
Yeah.
And even if you had to rebuild with you and Squirrel as a base, you'd have something to go with.
Yeah. It's like I guess that means I'd have to talk to Squirrel a lot and,
Oh, geez, like
brainstorm
that breaks
about the
your heart.
shows. I know.
But I mean, the other thing is too with her is like she's got, her daughters, um, soccer stuff and everything else going on there. So, you guys both have lives that you have to balance, and it's just balancing that out and figuring out how it would work. That's the question.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to make sure I have
I'm
plenty of
I
content
actually
going in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually missed the program. I thought it got off to a good start,
It did.
and I
Um,
really think it had a lot of potential to it.
I think for the first 2 episodes, I think it did really well, and we got a real
Yeah.
strong start on Facebook, which really, which really surprised me. Really, Sarah Jane
Well,
versus Big Cheryl.
yeesh. Well, one does not have herpes.
Yeah, but one has enough to share.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think if you did that, it would be Sarah Jane with Big Cheryl.
yeah,
Besides, I don't have rage here anymore. Where if I bring up Sarah Jane, he starts throwing a fit.
yeah. That was always
Missed
funny.
that.
It's like, when are you gonna pay her back?
Yeah, whatever I said, it did. He's like, you
Well,
self-righteous, sanctimonious son of a bitch. And here
it
we
got
go.
funnier to me when I heard the amount, and I'm like, that's not even that much. It's like,
Right.
why the fuck haven't you paid her
It's
back?
$50.
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure
And
if
he
you just
wouldn't
gave
pay
her
her
40,
back
she would have been
ever.
fine.
But I think I got the best one. I really did get the best one. It was, when his now widow called me and said, "You better say something if you want to try to get here in enough time to see him." I was on the drive up.
Mhm.
And I said, "Hey, buddy, I got a call, and I got to ask you this. Sarah Jane wants to know: Are you going to pay her back before you die,
Or does she?
or does she need to collect it from your estate?"
Yeah.
And what I got told is his eyes went wide, like he woke up angry, and it took everything he had to do this. So I did get the final middle finger out of him.
Yeah.
And she said he hung on waiting for me to get there. And I missed him by a couple hours.
Really. So you got pretty
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. He was hanging on just so he could flip me off in person. But he did go, the one thing I will say is Rage did go out fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
And when he could do a show as he was going downhill, he did.
Yeah. Regardless of how addled in the head he was,
Yeah.
due to medications usually, it's just, man, he would try.
He would. And if we ever needed to refocus him, it was, hey, when are you going to pay back Sarah Jane?
Yep.
That got him just laser focused every time.
Yep.
Up to the end. I do miss that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had a lot of good times with Rage.
Yeah.
I mean,
And there was
he was
the
around for my
love,
years where,
like there was the Love Dungeon. There was live from
yeah,
Sangamon County Jail. There was
yeah. I mean,
good times.
he's
Good times.
he was around for the years that I was when I was younger and slightly promiscuous.
Slightly my ass.
No, it was slightly.
Right. With the
You
cop
taking a
or with
word-
his? Is it with the cop or with his ex-girlfriend?
Well, the ex was really not my fault.
Not your fault.
No, it was not my fault. He did break up, or they broke up, and I could not help the fact that I was tired,
You were
and I
tired.
just did not have enough energy to fight her off of my lap.
Right. He had enough energy to show her what she wanted.
No, she pulled my pants down for me. I didn't have to do even that. But I remember that day too. That day started off at 8 in the morning. After I DJ'd the previous night.
Okay.
So I got in at like 2 in the morning. It started off at 8 in the morning. And I had to go from Bloomington to Springfield.
Ouch.
And then all the run around we did all day, and then she threw him out. And I took him to Decatur, and I'm on my way back to Bloomington. Like, I'm done with this day. And it's like 9 at night, and oh, something happened. You need to come down. Fuck. All right. So I drive back. So, I mean, literally, I was dog fucking tired at this point. I'm like, I'm not driving back here. Let me just crash on your couch.
Uh-huh.
I should have drove back.
Yep. So did she drag
'Cause
you to her room with your convenient handle? I mean,
no, it was right there on the couch.
oh, okay.
Like, good lord. But I'll tell you, like I was pretty well set in Bloomington, like really set up.
Okay.
I was me and a couple friends of mine were in a 3-bedroom townhouse, and it was pretty well. It was a good setup for all of us, and I ended up having to give that up because of her, and I'm like, motherfucker. I wish I would have just told her to kick rocks and stayed in the townhouse. Because it was a nice townhouse. It wasn't far from Illinois Wesleyan.
Okay.
I was 4 blocks away from Wesleyan.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too far at all.
I mean, really nice neighborhood. I'm like, son of a bitch, why did I do that? But, end of the day, it actually all worked out pretty good. I did eventually tell her to kick rocks, and I got 6 years in New Mexico. So,
Well, that was so
I
good that
mean,
you ended up working on a book about it.
well, I'm still working on the book. I haven't given that
Yeah,
up.
I know. I'm just saying those times are
But
so good that a book is being written about it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I really had just a wonderful experience, and now that was something that pissed Rage off. I'm like, yeah, I banged her. And he's like, you motherfucker. Like, well, let me tell you a little bit, Rage. And he'd go, what? I'd say, well, first of all, she said that you really weren't that good. That'd piss him off.
Yeah.
Like, secondly, I got to get out of Illinois. You got stuck staying.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd send him off even more, like, you motherfucker. Like, so yeah, I banged her after you broke up.
Yeah. It's like if you still had feelings for her, maybe you should try to make that work. Unless she broke it off with you, and then I don't know what to tell
She
you.
broke it off with him.
Yeah. So.
I mean, she broke it off with him, threw him out, broke it off with him.
So yeah, he still
That's
had feelings.
the part he always failed to bring up. Because I was, a matter of fact, I remember this very vividly. I had, I was on my way home from the wedding that I did, the DJ gig, right?
Right.
And they were both calling me on the phone, fighting. And she kept telling him, we are through. We are through. I'm going, I don't need to hear this shit. I'm going home and going to bed.
Yeah.
I want him out of here. We're through. We're through. We're through. That was actually what I ended up spending the whole day in Springfield with him for. Was like, dude, you got to find a place to go. Oh, I'm looking. Then I ended up driving to Decatur. And I'm like, why didn't you make this call this morning? You knew I worked last night. I just want to go back and go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it was that whole thing was just a complete disaster. that whole scenario at that time was more of a mess than the worst pair of Steve's dirty drawers.
I don't know that. I'm guessing. Obviously, I haven't seen Steve's worst dirty drawers. But I'm guessing those are really fucking bad.
I'm assuming. I mean, I've heard horror stories, but
yeah, I if there are pictures, I don't want to see them.
I could say who you can send the pictures to, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, that was just like, what the fuck? I'll never forget the whole day, right? It just at least now with the one I'm seeing now, I don't have to worry about shit like that.
Well, yeah, because if you fuck up, then she will skin you.
Among other things, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like I may not have a scalp because she
No,
does have a tomahawk.
you'll have a scalp. She may have a dildo shape or a TJ shaped dildo, but
Yeah, that might be the case.
you'll still have your scalp.
No, I
Priorities.
think she'd scalp me too, just out of spite.
All right.
I mean, she is an Aquarius. She has a temper.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen her take down full-grown men. She don't care.
She
That
has a
almost sounded
number
like
of
a gunshot outside the coach.
so she has a number of fucks she gives. The number is always 0.
Yeah, pretty much 0.
Yeah.
So most of the time it's negative numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like any girl wants to try to get on the back of my bike, she's ready to kill. Now here's a funny thing. I'll wrap it up with this from last night, right?
Okay.
She and I are talking, and I was like, and I told her, I kind of set everything up like with the coach and everything, not even thinking about it, but with her in mind because I like having my stuff around me.
Yeah.
She's very gotta go, gotta do, wants to be very active.
Okay.
She's not one to really tie down,
Okay. Well, coach is
I
very
said,
handy for that.
I said, so with the coach, I still got my stuff around me.
Yeah. Which takes
But-
care of your need.
Right. And then we can go whenever we want to go. If we want to go spend 3 months at Glacier National Park in Montana so I can go elk hunting, we're good. I was like, and then I can take off and she could enjoy the park. And then I come back and go, hey, I got an elk. And she goes, and that would be where I would bitch at you for tracking mud onto the floor. And I go, wait a minute, time out. Like you're going to be taking for the foreseeable future, you're going to be taking care of the house in Illinois. And she goes, yeah. I said, you want to bitch if I track sand in on the floor on that? I get that.
Yeah.
I said, when I build the house down here, if you want to bitch about me doing something with the house here, okay, fine. I get that.
Yeah.
I said, the coach is mine. I'll wipe my ass on the carpet in the coach if I want to. That's my domain. And she goes, you forgot something. And I said, what? And she goes, I'm a pirate. Everything I touch is mine. I said, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I said, let's get this straight. My bikes, my truck, and my coach are mine.
Yeah.
And today, we're talking about it. She goes, why were you very insistent on that? I said, because at the end of the day, the coach is my doghouse. I'm going to get in trouble. I need a place to stay.
So she's a pirate, huh? So she's
Yeah.
just after all your booty. Like all of it.
Yes.
She wants to be all up in your booty.
Well, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to wait for, I've got to wait until we get some time together again. Then I'm going to reach down and grab a handful and go, you're a pirate. And here's your booty.
Yep.
Which I believe was your idea. And I'm like, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Hey,
with
listen,
that, I know
as long as it works. As long as it
we'll
works.
find out.
Yep.
If I come on and I'm missing like half of my scalp, then we know it did not work.
Yeah. It's like I would wear headphones, but it rubs a little bit up here and it kind of hurts.
Yeah, right. Well, on that note, I have got to get some sleep for work. Dude, it's good to have you back tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to try and at least make Thursdays a little bit
Okay.
more. Sundays are a little bit more difficult, but I'll talk to you about that later.
Right. I'm
know,
trying
so.
to. So, what I've been trying to do is keep the Thursday shows to about an hour.
Okay.
And the reason being is because I've got to work the next day.
Understandable.
And going in at 6 in the morning on after being up on till midnight is like, yeah, no. So, any final thoughts tonight?
It was good to be back. I'm going to try and make this more constant. But we'll see. Life has a way of fucking plans over. So,
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. So, but we'll see how it goes. This is a convenient time for me to come back. Because all my kids go to bed and I don't have to worry about it. So,
Well, I will talk to you and Julie tomorrow.
Okay.
And everybody, we'll see you on Saturday or on Sunday evening. And thanks for tuning in. This has been Amigos After Dark. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
See.